Let's make some blackberry scones. These vegan blackberry scones have a crisp outside and a fluffy inside, and they are absolutely loaded with blackberries. They're simple to make with no special ingredients, and they are just absolutely delicious. If you like this recipe, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The first thing you want to do is mix non-dairy milk with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. This is going to curdle, which is what you want. You're basically making vegan buttermilk. Then you're going to add your other wet ingredients to that mixture. That's your vanilla extract and your lime zest. The lime zest is optional, but I love that little extra burst of flavor that it gives these scones. Now add all of your dry ingredients to a large bowl and mix them until they're just combined. The next thing you're gonna do is cut your butter into the bowl. Don't panic. Cutting the butter literally is what it says it is. You're gonna cut the butter into pieces and drop those pieces all over the flour mixture. This butter doesn't want to open. I'm just gonna use the side of my fork to boop. For the fluffiest scones, cold butter is ideal. So don't pull the butter out of the fridge until you've got the wet and dry ingredients all mixed and ready to go. Okay, now don't freak out, but the next part uses my hands. You're gonna get in there and you're gonna knead this all together until this starts to look almost like beach sand. It'll clump a little bit if you press it, but it'll actually feel pretty dry to the touch. It's kind of fun, like a preschool sensory experiment. Once you achieve that sandy texture, add your blackberries and your wet ingredients to that dry mixture. Then mix it up really well. What you want to end up with is a cohesive ball of somewhat sticky dough. Cohesive just means that it stays together. And if it feels like it's not coming together, you can get in there with clean hands again and just knead it together, which is what I'm gonna do. Remember, I just washed my hands. Soap is a miracle. And now we're just gonna pop this in the freezer to chill because scones love to be cold before they bake. Okay, so here's our chilled dough. And I'm gonna transfer that to my lined baking sheet and then use my hands to press it out into a disc. You also wanna use your hands to kind of clean up the edges because they are not gonna clean up on their own while they're baking. Now use a pastry cutter, a knife, or a pizza cutter to slice your dough into 8 triangles. You want to try to get them about the same size, but as you can see, mine are all different sizes and it's going to be fine. Space those triangles out because the dough is going to puff up a little bit during the baking process. And you can see that what looked like not that many blackberries is actually plenty of blackberries. You don't want too many blackberries in your scones, because if they bunch up together, like a little bit over here that's happening, it can make them a little more fragile because the dough is what's holding it together, right? Blackberries are not binding. Now this is optional, but you can brush the tops with a little non-dairy milk and then sprinkle on a little sugar. That'll give it like kind of a crunchy top. Now you're ready to bake. Pop your scones into the oven at 425 for 15 to 18 minutes. They're ready when they're kind of crispy and brown around the edges. And if you brushed milk on top, they're gonna be a little bit browned on top too. Once they're baked, let them cool, and then it's scones o'clock. So here's our baked and cooled blackberry scones. Don't they look so delicious? I love having these around for quick breakfasts or a quick snack, and even for dessert. And they have this incredible like fluffy texture inside and they're crispy on the outside. And these ones have a nice little crust on top. And that's from the soy milk and sugar. If you don't put the milk and sugar on top, they're gonna be a little bit less browned on the top. I hope that this video answered all of your questions about how to make these super easy vegan blackberry scones. If you have any questions I didn't address, feel free to drop a comment. I am always happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!